Hello everyone, we are back with another video on risk management. Till now, we have understood what are the different risks associated with financial activities, and we had a detailed discussion on it. Now, we need to understand how to overcome from this risk. And I've already told to avoid the risk and to mitigate the impacts of risk, there is only one option, and that is risk management. And through risk management, we can reduce all sort of risk. So let us understand what is risk management, what are the steps involved in it. Risk management is the identification, evaluation, and prioritization of risk, followed by coordinated and economical application of resources to minimize, monitor, control the probability or impact of unfortunate events or to maximize the realization of opportunities. Now, what is the meaning of risk management? It is first we need to identify what is the possible risk and how much what will be the chance of having that risk, evaluate that particular risk, then think that there are number of risks, and it is if it is not possible to avoid all type of risk, then you give the priority. When there are number of risks related to your financial activities, you try to prioritize which risk you need to mitigate first, that you have to decide, and then you can apply the different strategies, and you can try to control and minimize the risk. And this process is called as risk management. Now, let us also understand what are the different steps involved in risk management, because when we are planning about risk management, we need to know what are the different steps we need to follow. So here are some of the steps related to risk management, that is setting goals, detecting risk assessment, development of strategies to mitigate the risk, and execution, analysis, and reporting. Okay, first we are identifying what is the goal, setting the goal. Now, when we are thinking about risk management, I've already told risk has a relation with the returns. So, depending upon what is the expected return, we need to set our goal first. And depending upon the goal, goal of having particular risk, we can easily assess what is the risk we are going to face. So, setting goal is the first step. Then, after identifying what is our goal, we can start detecting the risk. Now, think that if you're investing the money in securities, now you need to identify the risk. What are the different chances of losing that company's securities or losing the value of that particular company's security? So before investing only, you need to analyze and you need to get detailed information about that particular company. So detecting the risk is trying to analyze, trying to find out all possible information, and apart from your financial analysis, there can be still chances of having the risk. So you need to identify, or you need to try to find out what are the possible risks which may occur. Then next one is risk assessment. Now, when the risk take place, what is the level of risk that is also necessary to identify? So again, risk assessment is also based on your goal, because if you're expecting the high amount of return, then the level of risk will be also high. So it is necessary that you assess the risk, what can be the amount of risk you are going to take depending upon your returns. Then the next steps comes, that is development of strategies to mitigate the risk. Once you identify what are the different risks, we can think about different strategies, and we can think about mitigating the risk. So, I think that you have invested in some fixed assets. So, in that case, if you're going to lose that asset, you can think about investing your money in insurance just to mitigate the risk, and you can try to overcome from the risk. So that can be one of the strategy you can follow. So it is necessary that you identify or develop different strategies. If you're thinking of investing your money in different investment avenues, so in that case, what can be your strategy? Instead of investing the money in one particular investment avenue or investing money in one particular security, you can try to diversify your investment. So that can be one of the strategy which you can adopt to mitigate the risk. Then execution, analysis, and reporting. And once the we will be having certain strategies to deal with it. So depending upon that, if the risk occurs, you can apply the strategies and you can analyze the same, and you can uh, try to analyze whether that particular strategy is right for you, or there is necessary of monitoring the different strategies or risk management models what you have used. So this is the general meaning of risk management. Further, we'll be discussing more on financial risk management. Now, what is financial risk management? Financial risk management is financial risk is the risk associated with financial activities. Now, if we are thinking about financial risk management, it is an exercise of generating the value in a firm by using financial instruments to manage the exposed to risk. So, when you're thinking about financial risk management, you are using your own financial instruments to manage with the risk, and that is financial risk management. Now I told about one option, that is the asset and the insurance. So that is also one kind of a method which you can try to avoid the risk, or you can think about overcoming of risk. Similarly, risk management is a crucial control mechanism followed by all kinds of organization. It is not only by the investors, even the financial institutions, the banking industry, and even the different number of investors, they also adopt financial management, financial risk management. So what will be their goal? Their primary goal of financial risk management is to detect the basis of risk and work out the ways of dealing with them in a systematic manner. Now, it is necessary when you're thinking about financial risk, it is necessary that you identify what is the base of risk, from what, from where, what is the, on what basis the risk may arise, that you need to identify, and depending upon that, you can take or you can follow different ways in and try to avoid the risk. But identifying the risk, from where it may arise, what is the source of risk, that identification is the primary work, primary step what we need to follow. So what is the meaning of this? That means uh, the possible losses need to be calculated, or we need to quantify it That means we need to convert it in an amount form on the basis of risk of the firm. There is a relation between return and risk. So when you're identifying what are the possible losses, when you're quantifying it, it is also necessary that you identify what is the level of risk the firm is ready to take, the firm is willing to take. That it also need to be evaluated or need to be ascertained well in advance. And then after once you're able to identify what are the possible losses, uh, you calculate what is the level of risk taking by the firm, then you can take the necessary steps uh, to address that particular risk. And also it is necessary that focusing and managing or hedging the risk with the use of financial instruments and product, even that is also necessary under financial risk management. So what you're thinking, if you're planning to invest or if you're investing, uh, it is necessary that you need to identify the risk. So as a small investors, we may not invest a large amount in any of the securities, but if we are investing small amount of money also, it is necessary that we need to analyze thing that you are investing in stock market. You analyze or you get all the make sure you get all the information related to those particular companies, and accordingly you plan it well. And if you are planning for investing in any of the investment avenue, it can be mutual funds, it can be a stock market, or it can be securities, or any kind of avenues. If you're planning, make sure you get the detailed information before you get into investment activities. And it is not only just getting the information. Now in a present situation, there are number of virtual apps which gives you the real time transaction activities, and which gives you the information. So uh, where without putting your money, you will use those virtual apps and try to get the information. So make the best use of it and try to understand the market well before you invest. With this note, I'll end this video. Thank you.